Let's get real. It's time to get real. The issues here are right there in front of you. We are being deceived constantly. We're being bombarded constantly. We're being hit with arrows all of the time in our society because we're not really paying attention. You got to go to the school of pay attention. The FCC yesterday decided to vote on how we're going to let free enterprise come into the picture and start to charge for our use of this wonderful thing called the internet, which has so far been our only, just about our only freedom. It's the one that you don't have to pay for, but now they want to charge. And they even cleared the room yesterday, halfway during the meeting before they took the vote, because they were afraid that someone was going to bomb these guys, because they know they're doing something wrong. They're trying to undo everything that the last administration did, which is a political move. Same with this morality issue with the women. I mean, we all know that it's wrong to abuse women, okay? And if women work in the workplace, they need to be paid the same as men. And they are capable of doing a lot of things that men are not capable of doing, and men are capable of doing a lot of things women should not be doing too. I mean, I don't particularly, in my own reality, want to see a woman drive a tank in Afghanistan. That's not my favorite thing. I don't have to see them playing with the Miami Dolphins. I just don't have to see that. It's me, though. That's me. I like women who are a little bit more on the gentle side, not because I'm so much of a traditionalist. I believe that women need to be paid properly and be treated properly. I was raised in a family with two sisters and a mother. Those are women. I have two daughters and a wife. Those are women. And you don't get away with too much when you have a father who works in the steel plant and you sass your mother. Your father gives you a good punch. That's the way it was. It was in the family at home. That's where it begins. The treatment of how we treat each other begins at home, in the family. And the family system is what's being attacked. And part of it is women working in jobs, which of course happened. And now I'm not saying that we should not have women in jobs, so don't misread any of this. I'm just saying that if they have a job, they ought to do it well and ought to be paid the same. That's all. And I'm saying to you that I expect the same from my own children, my grandchildren. I expect that to be the case in this country, where we are defending constantly our moves, because we know some of them are not what we advertise them to be. For instance, I think this women's issue is probably more for Al Franken resigning, probably more to save the party and help these people keep their jobs, and to keep the ideology going for the democratic belief systems. That's probably more to it than it is his own treatment and mistreatment of a couple of women, because he is a comic and he was doing a lot of funny things. They're zany and they are inappropriate. Now, you know, the same thing with Donald Trump. You want to see a remake of The Apprentice? Put him on there on television right now with his cabinet and have him do The Apprentice with those guys and see how that goes. It's show business. It's a circus. And you know, you got to really respect the people who are quiet. And there are a lot of us in this society. We don't have the vote. You don't have the power. You don't have the money. You know, like Tom Hanks is on television all the time. He's pushing something now. But he can afford it. He's got a lot of money. He has a lot of fame. He has everything he wants. He can be cavalier when he walks on TV. He walks on the set. He can pee on the set if he wants to. Nobody's going to bother him because he's already so famous and so popular. And that's what happens when you're on that level. But that's not everybody. People are not on that level. People don't live on that level. They live on another grunt level, and they do the grunt work, and you have to have a regard for that too, whether they're male or female. Listen, I grew up in an all-black neighborhood. We were the last white family, and when I got my ass kicked whenever I did something that was inappropriate, like win a ball game, you know, it's the way the culture was. I was bullied in school. And then I had alcohol and drug problems, and I got treated. You know, you have to be treated. And that's what happens in our society right now. We need to treat people, and then we need to have the acknowledged sorrow, which is to have some sort of an apology from a person when they're willing to do that. It's all personal. That part's personal. So let's get going. You know, get rid of this whole money gene that we have and trying to upside down everything with money, and let's get back into what we really know how to do, which is to thine own self be true, and Get real. It's the Reynolds Rap.